Well, we've talked about K-12 education. You just talked about early childhood and child care. Let's turn to higher education. Do you believe that the cost of higher education in Michigan is cost prohibitive now? And if so, what would you as governor have the ability and wherewithal and agenda to do about it?
Well, it is. I mean, it just is. When I went to Michigan State University, the taxpayers, I think, picked up about 70% of the cost of my education. And it was on me and my family to come up with the rest. Now it's just about flip-flopped. And we've had this mindset in the last 20 years that the only way to a career that you can, that there's an honorable career that you can make a good living in is through a 4-year degree. And so we've kind of push this mantra out there and stigmatize other paths. And now we're paying a price for it because we created this assumption and then we cut out people's ability to afford it. And so now here in Michigan, the state that used to have the most skilled workforce on the planet, we have too few people in 4-year degrees. We have too few people in 2-year degrees. We've got too few people in the trades in Michigan. And so, yes, I believe that it's critical that we open up all those paths. And so one of the pieces of my plan is the My Opportunity Scholarship, which is a path to a 2-year degree, a debt-free 2-year degree for every Michigander. We can use the cost or that kind of an investment toward bringing down the cost of a 4-year degree and also opening up paths into the skilled trades. We've got to make it real, make it affordable for people to pursue whichever is their path. There is honor. You can make a darn good living in the trades. You can make a good living. We're looking for nurses in Michigan. I mean, I know in the paper today, the anticipated shortage of sales reps, of truck drivers, of nurses. I mean, of all these walks, there is a good living to be made in this state. But we've got to help people get the skills so that they can get into those better paying jobs.
Just a quick follow-up so everyone will think, wow, we can all get a 2-year degree. How are we all going to pay for that?
Yeah, so I mean, it's actually not enormously expensive. When you crunch the numbers, we've looked at it. It's about $100 million a year. Right now in our rainy day fund, I mean, we're socking money away when we should be making those investments in ourselves.
So you would take the money from the rainy day fund for that?
I think when you've got a $50 billion budget, $100 million is a small piece of what I think is in the budget to pay for this, and I think we would find fantastic return on that kind of an investment. I spoke with a young man from Grand Rapids not long ago. He's a dishwasher. He takes care of his mother, a young man who wants to become an electrician. The thing that's standing in his way is the $6,000 it takes to go to the community college and get the skills he needs. We need electricians. You can make a really good living as an electrician in Michigan. You can be your own boss. You can make $60,000, $70,000 a year, but he doesn't have the $6,000 to get those skills. We want him to make a good living in Michigan. We want him to take care of his family. We want him to be a good taxpayer too, with a great job. So this is the kind of short-term problem that we've created in Michigan that we can fix pretty quickly. But we've got to make that investment, and it's such an enormous return on the investment for the state and for the taxpayer that it's foolish not to do it.